Okay, my name is Dr. Francis Dana. I am a leader of a movement called 1980 Freedom Movement. I'm asking all the people, youth, especially under 50s, to join this initiative where we are going out, giving out information to our people to make one idea of how we make our Zimbabwe through firstly building an ideology of oneness in our people and safeguarding ourselves from foreign forces who are actually the perpetrators of most of our corruption. We have got 11 golden rules which everyone who is supposed to be a Zimbabwean is supposed to believe in. And those golden rules enshrine historical issues like we were colonized without compensation, we were deliberately made poor, we were manufactured poor by the white man in a genocide, and we fought a struggle actually for us to be restored back to be prosperous black people. And all I want to highlight is we as a people need to reassert our rights as the black people. We need to have a homegrown solution to our problem. We need to guard against foreign ideas which seem to be very good, but actually why they come into our country is because they can't make it in their own countries. And we need to be a leader as a nation in our way forward, not necessarily this beggar mentality and all this mentality which most people are saying, we need the West, we need this one, we need that one, we can't do with this one, we can't do with that one. We just want a new way of thinking and saying we can make it as a country and as a nation. This thing called a dispensation, I've always defined it. A dispenser is something which we put in anything and it just distributes whatever which is put into it. It's not a thinking. Dispensation means we're just, if it is a soap dispenser, we put sunlight, we put water, it just dispenses whatever. If you put SCAD, it dispenses SCAD, whatever. So this open door policy is a dispensation type of thinking, which is wrong. We need strict and a straight way of thinking, and to what this just cancellation of things like indigenization law, it doesn't work. We need to protect our resources against foreign capitalists. We cannot just have such policies, just making our doors open and empty to anything. I believe, it's a sign of the times and desperation of some of our leaders today. But actually, it doesn't solve our problems. It actually can worsen our problems as a country. So we have been penetrated so many rural areas at this time. We are not critics of individuals as such. We are critics of certain policies which are saying they are un-African and they will never resonate with the future of our people. We need an internally grown solution to our problems, and this time we need to be serious and focusing into what can we do for our people so that they can grow our economy, not what can foreigners do so that they can come to grow our economy. That is a wrong mentality, and this is what we are saying. We have got a totally different policy to this current notion that we need foreign or Eastern messiahs. So we are not shy to spell out our ideology, and we actually stand for our ideology. We believe, we are the superpowers of the future. We don't need to look east or west. We need to look internally and say, with this kind of people that we have in Zimbabwe, what can we do as a community and as a people? And we also want to highlight one thing, that as a nation, the most important thing that we can give to our people is their land. The land was not given back in 1980. Still, it is being partially back to the black people of our country. We need land. Now, currently in this year, we've got a drought and people are suffering, mainly because we are still into these 2 million hectares where it is arid. We want to migrate most of our people, or the majority of our population, into this rainy part of our country. And that redistribution process has to be done expediently by a bold leadership. And the current dispensation is actually white biased, white capitalist biased, enforcing colonialism, people with colonial tags on their farms actually have 99-year leases extended, and this is not fair for our people, and we have to voice some of those things, and we'll be fighting with the government whenever we feel they are not pro-black. It's not always that if you are ZANU-PF, then you represent the views of the poor people. It's not always that. There's some other voice which needs also to protect the voice of the poor people, and we are there as the hashtag 1980 Freedom Movement. We'll be participating from now and onwards, and we will be incorporating almost everyone. So I thank you guys, and we'll keep on communicating through my page. We'll be opening websites, we'll be communicating throughout, but we actually want to start with the rural areas, and we go forward to the urban areas, communicating our message. Thank you.